Shalom, Shalom. Peace to the 12 tribes of Israel who are scattered into all nations. You so-called black people, you so-called African Americans, you so-called Negroes, and yes, you niggas. Are you preparing to take the mark of the beast? Do you see what times we're living in? Hebrews, this is it. This is the end game, Hebrews. Are you ready? Are you preparing to take the mark of the beast? Everybody all over is pushing for the juice, if you know what I mean. Got to be very careful of how I speak nowadays on YouTube, because they look for anything to flag your channel or to take you down. I'm trying to keep this channel as long as possible so that I can communicate with you guys. Make no mistake about it, you will not make it through this by yourself. This is real what's going on right now. Sorry, my throat feeling a little scratchy. This is real what's going on out here right now. There's a worldwide push for everybody to take the juice, if you know what I mean. Anybody out there know about the mark of the beast? I'm talking to you so-called black people right now. You so-called African Americans. Do you know anything about the mark of the beast? If you don't, or even if you do, listen to what I'm about to tell you. Obviously, right? Obviously, the juice by itself is not the whole deal. Because there are people who haven't taken the juice, and you are still allowed to buy and sell. Okay? When the mark of the beast is fully come in and enforced, if you don't have the mark, you will not be allowed to buy or sell. Okay? I'm going over this with you so-called black people because you are very easy to trick. You are very easy to fool and to deceive if you are a so-called black person, specifically an African American. You guys, we don't use our heads. We don't think. Okay? And that's why many of us have already taken the juice. I wish that you guys who have done that already wouldn't have. But you really can't cry over spilled milk. If you made a decision to take the juice, okay, more power to you. But I'm telling you right now, stay away from the juice, okay? Because here's what's coming. And you don't gotta believe me. You don't gotta believe me. All of the Hebrews out there, all of the Israelites out there, we know that people are not gonna believe us. They're gonna say we're crazy because we're black. Nobody's gonna listen to anything that a so-called black man has to say right now until everything falls to shit. And then, of course, people will want to listen, but it's going to be too late. As for a lot of you, it already is. I'm just being real. Right now, you are at the dividing of times, the dividing of people, okay? The people who are going to make their allegiance to the beast, they're going to be all on board with whatever they roll out, okay? As I'm pointing to again, obviously, the juice by itself is not the mark of the beast, because if it was, people who didn't get the juice wouldn't be able to buy or sell. But guess what's coming though? Because right now there's a lot of confusion all over as to who got the juice and who didn't. So now they're going to roll out the other part. You are going to have to show proof that you got the juice. You just saying that you took the juice, it's not going to be sufficient anymore. Okay? That's what they're gearing you up for. And then once you get that proof, then they're going to know for certain who took the juice and who didn't. Now let's see, when you are required to show proof of the juice, once that's required, the people who don't have proof of juicing, you are going to be denied regular things. Okay? You are not going to be able to live your life like you have been. You are going to have to show proof that you took the juice. And guess what? I don't know if you guys are paying attention, but I know many of you are not paying attention. Pretty soon, you will not be able to get a job, a regular job, if you don't have proof that you took the juice. Do you know what that means? You won't have income. You won't be able to pay your rent. You won't be able to buy food. You're going to live out here. You're going to be abandoned and forsaken by all society. It's going to get to a point where they won't allow you into a workplace. They're not going to allow you into a bank or a grocery store. And they are going to blame society falling apart on you. They're going to say because you haven't taken the juice, you're destroying society, instead of realizing those same people are destroying society by breaking all of God's laws. And especially you so-called black people out there, okay? Understand this. If you are so-called African American out there and you still just been breaking God's laws all these years, all your life, all throughout the so-called shutdown, you still been breaking God's laws, all of them, with no regard. And that is why many of you are confused and that you've taken the juice. Because you've still been breaking God's laws and you won't even consider stopping. Okay? I'm being real with you. I don't want you guys to fall victim of the plagues that are coming upon Babylon. This place is Babylon the Great. Anybody had their spiritual eyes open can see Babylon the Great is leaning up against the ropes right now. One more punch and it's down goes Babylon. I know y'all see it. But if you don't see it, it's because you are still continuously breaking God's laws. And you didn't consult the Most High God about taking this juice. And if you did, you consulted white Jesus. You didn't consult the God of the Bible, the God of the Hebrews, the God of the Israelites. You leaned into your own understanding, okay? And many of you are still going to continue to do things like keep Thanksgiving, celebrate Christmas, Easter, 4th of July. The Most High God hates those things, okay? If you a man out there and you want to wear a dress, the Most High God hates that thing. If you are a so-called woman and you want to wear pants, the Most High God hates those things. And you will not even consider those things. If you want to still continue to eat shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster, guess what? You are going to fall victim to all these plagues. And you're not going to know why, because you don't even want to consider changing your life and repenting. You want to keep doing Christmas, even though brother's been telling you how evil it is. You want to keep doing Thanksgiving, even though brother's been telling you how evil it is. You want to keep doing Easter, Halloween. You want to break all of God's laws and then think that he's going to help you when dire times come. You have it wrong, my friend. Okay? Now you are witnessing the judgments, okay, of the Most High God, the God of the Bible, the God of the Hebrews, the God of Israel, just like the Bible keeps telling you. I don't know nothing about no God of everybody. I know about the God of Israel, the God of the Hebrews, okay? The God of the Israelites. And you got to put your faith in him. If you don't, you are going to take the mark of the beast. You don't have a choice because you're easily fooled, manipulated, and controlled by fear. You're afraid, as well you should be. If you won't change your life, if you won't repent, then you should be afraid right now because the judgments are here. African American people are very easy to trick, very easy to fool. You're very easily misled and beguiled and led astray. Like I said, obviously the juice by itself is not the mark of the beast. There's another component to it, and they're going to bring it out soon. You're going to have to show proof. What's going to be that proof? I don't know exactly how they're going to make you show proof, but they're going to have a technological way of making you show proof. And then they're going to know for sure when they want to start closing off all the entry and denying all benefits, they're going to say, hey, where's your proof of juicing? You're not going to be able to show proof that you took the juice. They're going to say, okay, nope, you can't work here anymore. Nope, we won't hire you. Nope, you can't come into the grocery store. They're going to shut you off. And they may even try to throw you in prison at some point. I'm just keeping it real. But I'm telling you, so-called black people, specifically African Americans, you are very easy to fool, and many of you are prepared to take the mark of the beast. You're halfway there. You're halfway there. You keeping Thanksgiving? Okay. You celebrating Christmas? Yeah. Easter? New Year's. You eat shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster? Okay. You're halfway there. When they tell you you have to do something to continue, you're going to do it. You're halfway there. I'm warning you. You've been warned, okay? But I know many of you are not going to listen until you're hurting. This juice is no good. This juice is a trick. And unfortunately, many of our people are going to fall to this because you won't put your faith in the Most High. You won't stop breaking his laws. You won't even learn about his laws. You won't learn about the truth. You get angry when the truth is brought out. And you hate all of the Most High's commandments, every single one of them. So you're going to be misled. You're going to take the mark of the beast, and you're going to be destroyed. Once you take that mark, there is no turning back. There is no repenting. You're locked in. And many of you are prepared to lock in. You're already sitting on the roller coaster. You're prepared to put the seatbelt on and the harness over your head. You know how you go to the amusement park? Sit on the roller coaster and that thing comes over and it locks. Many of you are in that position right now. You're locking and loading, getting ready to take the mark. Okay? All of these things are upon you just like that. And you're making the wrong decisions because you won't listen to the men of the Lord, the men of the Most High, the men of Israel who teaching you to love the Most High and to learn his commandments and keep them. Love your brother, okay? Learn the truth of the Holy Bible. Okay? You've been warned. Share this video if you love your brothers. Many of you guys, you're in deep water already. Okay? Don't let anybody fool you. Don't let anybody mislead you. Okay? This juice is part of the end game. And this juice is doing so many things to you, you never even wanted to learn. You just wanted to do whatever it could take for you to get back to this normal wicked kingdom. But haven't you noticed? This normal wicked kingdom is not being restored. This place is being torn down. That's what time it is. And you are going to join yourself to this wicked beast, and you're going to be destroyed because of it. Okay? Start thinking. African Americans, you better start thinking, because this is a trap for you. Many of you are not going to make it. Okay? Many of you are not going to make it if you did take the juice. This is what I advise you to do if you took the juice. You better repent, okay? You better learn God's laws. You better stop celebrating Thanksgiving, stop celebrating Christmas and Easter and New Year's and whatever other heathen pagan holidays you're doing. If you're a man, start growing your beard. Don't wear a dress, wear pants. If you're a woman, stop wearing pants, start wearing a dress, okay? You don't have to listen to me, but if you don't, you're going to bear the consequences. You're going to take the mark of the beast, and you're going to be destroyed. I don't want you to be destroyed. I'm trying to help you, okay? And yeah, you may have to suffer, okay? You may have to suffer. You may end up living out here. I know y'all don't want that. But do you want to take the mark of the beast and become a permanent enemy of God? And then he is going to kill you. That's the end game. It's Mr. Real Talk. If you love your brother and love your neighbor, hey, love them, love the Most High, keep the commandments, warn your brother, warn your neighbor if you love them. Don't fall for it, y'all. Learn the commandments. You better repent if you took that juice, okay? I'm out.